like, is this relationship 50-50 or is it 70-30? I was like, Will is in trouble, okay? Kyra's dad was not playing. At one point, Will even mentions to his family that his relationship has no problems or drama. I'm like, Will, either you're being oblivious or you're just lying, because your relationship has a lot of problems and a lot of drama. Why did Charlie's mom say she's looking for grandbabies? Like, what is... And then Jeremy's mom comes on, and I'm thinking, where's your dad? Behind the scenes? Andre definitely has a lot of respect for Trina, and Trina has a lot of respect for Andre. So I really like that about them, and hopefully they win. Meanwhile, Will's family loves Kyra, but I can't really say the same for Kyra's family loving Will. Anyway, trying to put this scenario of vote for Cory and Olivia, but guess what? I'm not gonna do it. Hey everyone, I'm your host Mayoko, and today I am back with another video on Love Island USA Season 3, Episode 26. Let's get straight into the video. This episode was basically the Islanders meeting their families, but it did start off with Kyra talking to the girls, and the girls are asking her, how do you feel about last night? Because as you guys know, let me remind you, last episode, Olivia, Trina, and Bailey were telling Kyra that they don't really trust Will and that she needs to question his intentions because they just feel like he's not genuine. So Kyra is saying how she has a lot on her mind and she needs to have a chat with Will because she's not even sure if he might want a serious relationship outside the villa, which is something you would think that they would have spoken about this anyway. So what exactly happened? Oh, so Will is telling the boys how Kyra was acting different last night. And obviously it's because, she was second guessing the whole relationship. And Kyra is saying how she's not even looking for commitment per se, but that she just wants to know if Will even wants an exclusive relationship at all. So she goes and she talks to Cory and she's saying how she doesn't know what Will's intentions really are. Cory's like, listen, I don't even talk to Will like that. I'm like, Kyra, why did you even go to Cory? Cory doesn't even have information to tell you. But Cory was basically telling her to follow her heart and that she should basically put all her energy into the relationship because she might regret not doing that. He's like, take risks and don't be scared of getting hurt. That's what Cory was telling Kyra. Then Kyra goes and talks to Will and she's like, are you even ready to be in a committed relationship? And Will is like, yes, but at the moment, I'm trying to still discover myself. I'm learning new things about myself. I'm like, Will, so what are you doing on this Love Island show? Like, that was the wrong answer. Like, obviously, I don't even think the public is expecting Will to force a relationship with Kyra. I don't think that's what we're even expecting. We're not expecting Will to be like, marry me today. But like, show a little bit more commitment, I guess the word would be, because Will is like kissing Kyra, doing this, doing that, but then he doesn't want to make it official. And that's just weird to me. Nobody should rush a relationship for sure. But like, when you're doing all of this, it's kind of like, so what are you waiting for? But anyway, let me tell you guys something. Kyra's dad is not having it with Will. He was like, is this relationship 50-50 or is it 70-30? I was like, Will is in trouble, okay? Kyra's dad was not playing. Kyra's sister was crying with her because, they just know Kyra is such a sweet girl and that Will's intentions might not be as pure as he makes it seem. So Kyra's dad was like, listen, I don't know if, he didn't necessarily say he doesn't know if Will is the one, but that's basically what he was implying. Because for him to ask if the relationship is 30-70, that was serious. Meanwhile, Will's family loves Kyra, but I can't really say the same for Kyra's family loving Will because after they finished talking, mind you, why are all the girls peeping the conversation from the balcony? I'm like, y'all are so nosy. All of the girls were just standing by the balcony like, ooh, Kyra's dad looks so serious. Actually, no, Andre said that. Andre was like, Kyra's dad doesn't look like he's smiling. Andre, mind your business. But basically, you guys, Kyra's dad is not here for this. He's really not. At one point, Will even mentions to his family that his relationship has no problems or drama. I'm like, Will, either you're being oblivious or you're just lying because your relationship has a lot of problems and a lot of drama. Unless we're seeing the wrong relationship, unless the public is seeing a different thing. I don't know, but as far as we are concerned, there's a lot of issues going on with your relationship. So you telling your family that your relationship has no problems is a lie. So after Kyra finishes talking to her family, Will is in the kitchen with Andre and he's like, oh, I'm so happy. You know, I just feel like everything is going smoothly. I'm like, Will, if you just turn your head to the corner and look straight down, Kyra is crying because that conversation did not go well at all. So I don't know what you're happy about, but her family don't really like you like that. So you're happy, but is Kyra happy at the moment? No. Will had no clue what was going on. Yeah, he had absolutely no clue. But the first family that actually comes up is Trina's family, and they're telling her how they're so proud of her, and they talk to Andre. First of all, Andre's daughter is so adorable. Andre's daughter and then his mom come on the screen and they're like, oh, they really love Trina and you know she's a beautiful girl. Then the mom proceeds to make the joke about Andre clapping. Y'all remember when Andre was clapping for no reason when Charlie picked Alana and he was the only one clapping? So the mom made fun of him for that. That was the funniest thing ever. Trina's dad was saying how he wants to meet Andre's family and Trina was like, okay dad, relax. It was honestly the cutest thing ever. You could really tell that even though it's a friendship, Andre definitely has a lot of respect for Trina and Trina has a lot of respect for Andre. So I really like that about them and hopefully they win. Because tell me why the producers, let's jump to Cory and Olivia'S family. Tell me why the producers are literally working so hard for us to pick Olivia and Cory to win. They're working super, super hard. Cory's family comes on and I think his grandma or his mom was like, why do I know you slept with 29 women? I'm like, oop. And then Cory was like, how do you know that? I'm like, Cory, you said it during a challenge. Like, what do you mean? How does she know that? Don't you know she probably watches you every day? And then what else happened? Olivia'S mom comes on and she's like, she really likes Cory. And, you know, she's telling Olivia how Olivia is not broken, that she shouldn't think like that. And Olivia is like, no, I don't think I'm broken, but I was just wondering why it was so hard for me to find someone. And I didn't even know the person that was meant for me was right in front of my eyes. So Olivia'S mom really likes Cory. You know, both of them start crying. Olivia and her mom start crying because Olivia clearly has had a very, very bad love journey because she kept on saying how, you know, she's never found the one. So she's really happy because she thinks Cory is the one. And, you know, anyway, trying to put this scenario of vote for Cory and Olivia. But guess what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not even saying the families coming in order. I'm just talking as soon as I think of something. So Alana'S family comes on and her dad is wishing her and Charlie the best of luck in the villa. And then Charlie's mom and aunt come on. Why did Charlie's mom say she's looking for grandbabies? Like, what is... She was like, and I can't wait for the grandbabies. I'm like, ma'am, relax. It was the funniest thing ever. She was not joking either. Like, she said it with such a serious face. She was like, and the grandbabies. Charlie was like, oh Lord, here we go. Like, but something about Charlie, you guys, Charlie is so calm. Like, in as much as this was the hardest I've probably seen him smile, I wanted to shake him like, Charlie, energize. Like, you need energy. He's so like calm and I don't know. Charlie is too calm for my liking. Then when Bailey's family comes on, they're asking her that how does she feel with Jeremy because they know that she wanted Cory in the beginning. And she's like, yeah, I did want Cory, but I found a nice connection with Jeremy. And then her sister is saying how she does like Jeremy now, that at first she was kind of hesitant, but she has grown to like Jeremy. And then Jeremy's mom comes on and I'm thinking, where's your dad? Behind the scenes? Like, where was Jeremy's dad? Honestly, I wanted to see Jeremy's mom and dad. And it's crazy because before his mom came on, I was like, yep, we're going to see his dad today. I was actually so hyped to see his dad and see if they're going to talk about this CBS production, or well, the dad being part of CBS production. And I'm like, Jeremy, where's your papa? Like, Anyway, the mom was just saying how she really loves Bailey and, you know, she thinks she's a nice fit for Jeremy. And yeah, that was basically what she had to say. I was just waiting for the dad and I'm mad he didn't come out because I wanted to see what he looked like. Anyway, that was it for the families. The one that shocked me the most was definitely Kyra's dad. That man had no filter, and rightfully so. You guys think about it, like, Kyra's probably like a daddy's girl. She looks like one of those daddy's girls. Dads don't play, okay? Like, they really don't. They will speak their mind. They don't have time for nonsense. If they see something is off, they're gonna speak about it. So that's what he did. So when he said, is the relationship 50-50 or 70-30, he had every right to ask that question because we all want to know. We are all curious, what exactly is the status of this relationship? But anyway, that was it for today's episode. Tomorrow's episode is the final dumping. Who do you guys think is going to be dumped from the island? I hope it's not Trina and Andre. Anyway, that was it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, thank you so much for coming back. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
I know something is missing. I know we falling and slipping, but if you let me, I go do right. Touch your body, put you